Okay, so this week we are setting sail for Elbaf, the land of giants.
Certainly a change of pace from the technological marvels of Egghead Island.
You can say that again. I mean, can you imagine navigating a world built for giants? Trees thicker than any mast, castles towering among the clouds. It's like something out of a fairy tale.
And yet, as with all fairy tales, there's often a darker side lurking beneath the surface.
Oh yeah, Elbaf's got its share of secrets, and one of them just so happens to be holding our captain hostage.
Prince Loki,
Mm,
a name whispered with a mix of awe and apprehension.
the shame of Elbaf, they call him. Which, come on, that's gotta sting, right?
To bear such a title within a culture that reveres strength and honor, it speaks volumes.
Seriously,
Oh, yeah.
what could a giant prince possibly do to earn a moniker like that? I mean, it's gotta be worse than just, like, eating all the snacks or something.
Well, about that, it seems our dear prince has a rather peculiar hobby.
Peculiar how? Don't leave me hanging.
Kidnapping and elaborate dioramas.
Wait, what? Hold on. He kidnaps people to put in his dioramas.
In a nutshell, yes. Though I imagine he views it as populating his miniature worlds.
Okay, that's just disturbing. I mean, even for the One Piece world, that's pretty messed up.
It does make one wonder about the kind of environment that would produce such an individual. Elbaf is known for its warrior culture, its strict code of honor, and yet,
And yet you've got a prince who collects people like they're action figures. It just seems at odds with what we know about Elbaf so far.
that's the intriguing part, isn't it? Is Road a product of his environment or a complete anomaly?
Good question. And speaking of questions, he's not the only Elbaf royal with a questionable reputation. Remember Loki, the cursed prince? It seems Road has some competition in the most disgraced royal department. But we'll circle back to Loki later. He's a story for another time.
Indeed. Though their stories might be more intertwined than we realize.
Ooh, chills. I love when Oda does that, dropping those little hints, you know? Makes you wonder if they're connected somehow.
Speaking of connections, Road has a rather possessive view of his territory. Any ship that gets too close to Elbaf is considered trespassing.
And we all know what happens to trespassers in Road's world.
Let's just say the Straw Hats have inadvertently stumbled into a giant-sized predicament, and with Luffy separated from the crew.
Things are about to get very interesting. Meanwhile, the rest of the Straw Hats are sailing right into a storm of their own, courtesy of a certain news-hungry hawk.
Ah, big news, Morgans. Never one to let the truth get in the way of a good story.
You can say that again. This time, he's outdone himself, spinning the Egghead incident into a tale of epic proportions. Giant warrior pirates, shocking bounties, and Luffy. Well, let's just say his reputation precedes him.
Morgan certainly knows how to play on public perception, doesn't he? It's almost as if he's deliberately trying to paint Luffy as a figure of immense power and danger.
Well, he's not exactly wrong about the danger part. But yeah, Morgan's reporting has a knack for stirring the pot, especially when it comes to the world government. I bet the Five Elders are having a collective aneurysm reading this stuff.
Can only imagine. But let's delve into the specifics, shall we? The Straw Hats, along with Dory and Brogy, are making headlines across the world.
And how? Those bounties, though. Dory and Bergie clocking in at 1.8 billion berries each.
A testament to their legendary status, perhaps? Or perhaps Morgan's is taking some creative liberties with the truth.
Creative liberties. You think he's inflating their threat level on purpose? But why?
It's worth considering, isn't it?
Yeah.
Morgan's is a shrewd manipulator of information. His words have power. They can sway public opinion, influence alliances.
Even incite wars if he plays his cards right.
Yeah.
So you're saying there might be a bigger game at play here. He's not just reporting the news, he's shaping it.
Precisely. And with the world government already on edge after the Egghead incident, well, let's just say Morgan's might be fanning the flames of a much larger conflict.
Wow. Talk about a deep dive. This is getting way deeper than I ever imagined. But there's one detail in Morgan's report, or maybe one detail he missed, that has me particularly intrigued. It involves Luffy's Gear 5 transformation.
Ah, yes. That mysterious X mark, a seemingly insignificant detail that has our resident archaeologist, Nico Robin, completely perplexed.
And you know what that means, right? When Robin gets that look in her eyes, it means we're on the verge of uncovering some ancient secret.
Indeed. Robin has a knack for connecting the dots, piecing together historical puzzles that have baffled scholars for centuries. And this X mark, it's like a key to unlocking a hidden chapter in the One Piece world.
Maybe it's connected to the Ancient Kingdom, the Void Century, who knows? But speaking of mysteries, let's get back to the elephant, or rather the giant, in the room. Remember that powerful presence Luffy sensed earlier? Well, it wasn't just Elbaf's warrior spirit or anything. Turns out it belonged to a one-man myth factory. Loki, the cursed prince, and this guy, he does not disappoint.
It's quite the entrance, wouldn't you say? Chained up in the heart of a frozen wasteland, radiating power and malice. Oda certainly knows how to set the stage for a dramatic reveal.
Dramatic is an understatement. I mean, we got those shadowy glimpses before, but seeing Loki in full, this guy makes Kaido look cuddly.
Well, let's not forget, he did murder his own father to obtain a devil fruit.
Oh, right, the legendary devil fruit that even Big Mom was after. Talk about a family feud. But it makes you wonder, what kind of power could drive someone to such lengths? And why is everyone, even the warriors of Elbaf, so terrified of him?
Those are the million-berry questions, aren't they? We've heard whispers of this devil fruit, rumors of its unparalleled might, but Oda's keeping the specifics close to his chest for now.
Classic Oda, always leaving us wanting more. But he did drop some pretty major bombshells this chapter, even without revealing the devil fruit secrets. I mean, remember those colossal trees we saw earlier?
The ones dwarfing even the giants' castles?
Yeah, those ones. Turns out they're not just any trees. They're branches of Yggdrasil, the world tree. Talk about an epic reveal.
It certainly puts things into perspective, doesn't it? This ancient tree, its roots entwined with the very foundations of Elbaf, its branches reaching towards the heavens. It's a symbol of the immense power and history permeates this island.
And right through the heart of it all, this massive sword, I mean, massive doesn't even cut it. This thing makes Mihawk's Yoru look like a toothpick.
A symbol of Elbaf's warrior spirit, perhaps? Or maybe something more. A key to unlocking some ancient mystery hidden within Yggdrasil itself.
You know what, I wouldn't put it past Oda. The guy's a master of weaving together these intricate plots and hidden meanings.
Speaking of mysteries, let's not forget Loki's chilling words. He called Elbaf Warland, a nation forged in the fires of conflict.
Which, let's be honest, doesn't exactly scream welcome mat for newcomers, especially pirate crews like the Straw Hats.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It raises a rather unsettling question, doesn't it? How will Luffy, with his unwavering belief in freedom and friendship, navigate a culture that seems to prize strength and battle above all else?
Yeah, talk about a clash of ideals. It's like mixing fire and, well, more fire.
Yeah.
Someone's got to give, right?
It remains to be seen whether Luffy can find his own path in this land of warriors, or whether Elbaf will become the stage for a clash of titans.
A clash of titans, giants, gods, ancient secrets, a sword that could cleave the world in two. Yeah, I think it's safe to say this Elbaf arc is shaping up to be one for the history books, and we've only just scratched the surface. Who knows what other mysteries await us in this land of giants and legends. One thing's for sure, though, it's going to be one heck of a ride.
Indeed. And as always, we'll be here to guide you through every twist and turn, every epic battle, and every mind-blowing reveal. Until next time,